So we're going to do a little video on how to update Bridge theme. So there are a couple of themes that we use. This one is one where it is now possible to update them from your admin panel. So one of the things that we do is we put this plugin in and we create a token that actually connects it to your ThemeForest account. So we go through this process as we set it up. We create that key, and then now this site is tied to that license of the site. So that's why it's always important to have single license for each website that you do, which most of you do. So once that's done, then it's always really important to do a backup before you do anything on your websites, whether you're updating WordPress or updating plugins. The critical key is always to do a complete backup. So this one's already been done. This was done yesterday. So we're just going to delete that. We don't need more than two. So you, again, just want to make sure you've backed up the site before you do any kind of updates, whether it be plugin or whether it would be WordPress. So first thing you're going to do is update the theme. So now when you go to dashboard updates, you're going to see the theme up there if there is an available update for it. Bridge happens to get updated quite regularly. You don't necessarily have to update every single time you get that email from Bridge saying there's an update available, but you should at least go in once a month and do your updates. And if there's a theme update, then it's always good to do. So we would click that and we would just update the theme. Now this WP Bakery page builder is actually associated to the theme. So oftentimes when you're trying to update plugins and you try to update it, it won't update. It needs to be updated through the theme itself, because it's, even though it's a standalone plugin, the license that you have is actually associated to the theme itself. So now Bridge has been updated, and you should get this little dialog box because we're going to want to update visual, and then you can go to install plugins. If you do see it, it's easier to go in through that. You just want to go to the update plugins, beginning updating plugins. And once your site is set up, like it says this theme requires Revolution slider and Tweeter feed, but we're not actually using that slider on this particular site. So it's also, if you were using Revolution slider, you would update it there as well, as opposed to through your usual dashboard way. So then all you do is you hit this update. And now both your theme and your Visual Composer is updated. And if you had a Revolution slider, you would also update it there. So then what you want to do is just go back to your site, look at it on the surface, go try edit a page, just make sure everything seems as it should be. If something's out of whack, then just contact me, and sometimes it's just a little tweaking that needs to be done. It's really important to keep these themes updated as much as it's important to keep WordPress and the plugins. So even though occasionally it does cause issues, those issues are much easier to tackle than if you leave it not updated, and you can get into a lot more trouble leaving a site unupdated and leaving a theme unupdated.